And you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to talk to you about right now is this is a particular black lady right here, and she's going to try to explain to all the musty back heifers, to all the women who are rebellious, to all the women who say they don't need a man. She's going to tell you women that you need to settle. That's the word that she used. I'll break it down a little bit further later. But she's telling women that they need to learn how to settle. And I agree with what she's saying, but I'm going to use a different word later. So let me go ahead and put her on the screen for you. You know how I get down. Give me 1 second as I pull it up. I think you're going to find what she has to say quite interesting, actually. Let's get it.
Good morning. So I'm on the morning walk. Thought I'd just get on here and talk to y'all for a few minutes. So today I want to talk to y'all about settling and how important it is to settle. Everyone's preaching against settling, and it's not what it is. We understand settling in all the wrong ways. We don't understand it in the right ways, and I'm here to break it down a little bit. So the older you get, you do not get more valuable as a woman. You just don't. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You do not get better with age.
Let me jump in and say she's absolutely correct. Women age like milk and men age like fine wine. What do I mean by that? Women, you come into this world with value. You come into this world, your value being your looks and the vajayjay that you have. That's pretty much it in this world. But men, we have to work long hours. We have to save money. We got to strategize. We got to become productive to become what you think you are, valuable in the eyes of women. You see, most men do not really hit their financial stride or their comfort zones until they in their 40s. Men are in their primes when they hit their mid 40s. You are in your prime in your 20s and possibly mid 30s, and passing 35 or 36 or 37 is still pushing it because it depends on how your body looks, okay? Some women look good at 40, but what brings their value down is the trauma bonds that they have, the children that they have from different men. So your value goes down. A man can actually be 40-something years old and have multiple baby mamas and still be more valuable than a woman who has baby daddies. It's just the truth of it. So she uses the word settle. What I use is the word suited. A lot of you women need to get a man that suits you. That suits you when it comes to the area of your looks. That suits you when it comes down to just being together financially or whatever it is. Find you a man that suits you. Stop trying to look for a superstar. Stop trying to look for a man that you would never get or a man that never existed. I want him to have a six-pack. He got to be over 6 foot tall. He got to make 6 figures or more. Those type of men that, if they do exist, don't want women like you. A lot of times they don't. It will only be for recreational purposes if they decide to mingle with you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So yeah, a lot of you women need to heed the warning that this sister is trying to give you. Because a lot of you think you're too good to settle down or find someone that's suited for you. That means you can get you a man that's a high-earning, blue-collar worker, and you will look down on him. Do you realize most men who work in the trades make more money than some men who are white-collar professionals? And mostly also, they don't have the same amount of debt. They don't have the same amount of debt when it comes to being a blue-collar worker, because most of these white-collar workers have to pay off all these student loans. Trades, you don't have to. You can just go to trade school, Job Corps, whatnot, majority of the time. Now, of course, you can continue your education. You might have to pay for that. But the debt is usually not the same as the other person I just mentioned. Let's keep going. I'm stumbling. I apologize.
You just don't. You may get better in certain areas of your life, You may get more stable. You may get wiser. It's a lot of things, but the thing is, the criteria that us women are judged on does not get better with age. It just doesn't. Our appearance goes down. Even if we look good for our age, you're still not youthful. You still have to apply more products and do more things to yourself to be attractive with.
Let me jump into there right quick. When she said that some women look good for their age, I said this before, but let me say it again. There are a lot of women who are middle-aged and older that look fine, that can keep themselves together. Not a whole lot. I take that back. It's a few of them. It's a small percentage of them, okay? But just because you're 43 and you look good for your age does not mean that you look better than a 20-year-old that looks good for her age. You only look good for your age, meaning most women in their 40s and 50s done let themselves go. They got a lot of weight. They got a whole lot of other stuff going on with their bodies. But you don't look like those women of your age group in the 40s or 50s. So you look good for your age, but you still look as if you're aged because you're still going to have wrinkles somewhere. You're going to have gray hair somewhere. It's still going to be parts on your body that reveals your true age, as opposed to dating a woman who is 25, 26, who just naturally looks good in her prime. Okay, I hope I make y'all understand that. You can look good for your age, meaning you look good among the peers of your age. It does not mean that your beauty is surpassing a woman in her 20s who is in their prime. Okay, now let's keep going.
Age, your skin wrinkles, you get circles under your eyes, all the things you get. A lot of times you gain weight. It's just so many areas that we take L's on with age, and it doesn't matter who you are. Of course, there are women who can still bag a great guy in their old age if they work at it and, if they're blessed to. But the average woman, especially the average woman that has my skin, you're going to have to settle. Women in general, you're just going to have to settle. When you get older, you just have to settle. It's like our expectations increase with age, and we gain more needs with age, yet we expect and think that we're more valuable. We think we deserve better. No, it's no one's responsibility that we accepted BS and less than in our previous experiences.
Now, what she said was that older women tend to have expectations that grow. It's not expectations, ladies and gentlemen. It's delusion. The older women, have you noticed this? The older, even the younger, but the older ones especially, the older that our modern day woman gets, she becomes more delusional. She starts to rate herself high on the sexual marketplace. You get what I'm saying? She thinks she can get any man, that she deserves any man, even though she has multiple baby daddies, even though she has all these different scars and stretch marks all over her body, even though she has all these different trauma bonds, even though she has this bad attitude and sense of entitlement. And I'm gonna tell you something, the older these type of women get, like the young ones we see right now that got that sense of entitlement, no man gonna really want to be with them. Not no man of value and substance. They can get a Pookie or Ray Ray. They can even get a simp, because sometimes simps are not Pookies and Ray Rays. Sometimes they have a little money, but they just follow behind women. But even then, the simp will wake up. Some simps, okay? It's called another woman will come in and try to take the simp from them. It's weird, man. But anyway, long story short, man, those young women who have that sense of entitlement, as they age, that entitlement is going to get worse and worse and worse, leading to a strong delusion. That's what these women have right now, a strong delusion. They are delusional, delulu, as they say. Let's keep going.
That's not on somebody else to clean up and fix. Now, if you get someone that cleans up and fixes it, you need to be thankful to God and worship the ground that he walks on, to be honest, which you should do anyways. But you especially need to be grateful if you're older and someone still wants to desire you, marry you, be with you, pursue you, whatever it is, have a child with you and raise a family, make anything with you. You should be happy honestly, because you can't be more picky with age. You just can't, and expect results. For some people it happens, but for most of us it's not going to happen. Especially when we have so little to offer in comparison to other people. Now, we can get into the reasons why and where that comes from anytime we want. That's fine. I'm not saying that we haven't been oppressed to where that's our reality. Whether oppression or not, that's our reality. We don't have the same money as other races. A lot of times we don't have the same family structure. We don't have the same education. And when I say education, I'm not even just talking about degrees. I'm talking about things that we know how to do to contribute to a family. Being able to sew, being able to cook, being able to into preparation. We could go on and on.
I like how she placed being able to cook and clean and all the things that a woman should know how to do over the quote unquote value of having a degree. You know why that's valuable, y'all? Because those are the things that makes a man want to stay with you. Your associates, bachelors, masters, and doctorates does not make a man want to stay with you. Okay, it doesn't. It may help you stay employed, but it won't help to keep you engaged. It may help you to stay employed, but it won't help you to stay married. You understand what I'm saying? And those little skills, which are profound and huge, being able to cook and clean, knit, if that's your thing, or, you know, stuff around the house. It's great for your daughters to see you doing that, and it's great for your sons to see you do that, so they have an ideal of what type of woman to have if you're a young man, and an idea of how you're supposed to serve your family as a young woman. A lot of you have dropped the ball. The reason why a lot of these women right now act like morons, in my most humble opinion, is simply because their mothers dropped the ball. They did not give these young ladies an example of what a lady is. They never showed them what a wife looked like. They only showed them what a baby mama looks like, because they are baby mamas. They never showed them what a husband looks like, but they have showed them what it looks like when you have many men in rotation. How to use a man, how to break a man.
Do you know basic skills that could help in a survival situation? So many of us don't have that, don't know how to grow fruit like and vegetables, don't know basic herbal medicine. Like, there's so many things, aren't spiritually where we need to be, and we think that it makes sense for our standards to raise with age, on top of we get used up with age. A lot of us, many of us, we are having sex before marriage, so our body is going down in value. We're gaining.
Exactly. The body count. For some reason, I don't know if it's Gen Z, I don't know who it is, but a lot of women today want you to believe that body count does not matter. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. There's a lot of women running around right now who have a body count in the double digits. You should not be having a body count in the double digits. Just at the lowest level of the double digits, that means you don't slept with 10 men. But there's women who run around here who don't slept with 20, 25, 50. Even some of these women who are in the adult industry or women who want to experiment have come on TikTok and made TikTok saying they had a gangbang for their birthday of at least 50 or more men in one day. Now, you count that 50 with all the other bodies that she had accumulated over time before she made it that night to get 50. That's almost 100 bodies. I had did a show before where a young lady, no more possibly than 23 or 22, in one of my videos, this woman came online and said she done slept with over 100 people at the age of 22 or 23. You get more miles on your vajayjay. If your vajayjay was a rapper, it would go platinum because of all the million of digglings that been in you.
Mileage on our body with age. So our parts are loosening, our faces are aging. A lot of us are letting our bodies get huge, and then on top of that, we a lot of times already have children with someone else. So where is it that we then think, oh, with all that going on, I'm not gonna settle? No, you need to settle. You need to settle. You need to be thankful for who still wants you. You need to treat them with respect and have some gratitude. The thing is, so many of us have been under the brainwashing, because being a woman, and especially being a woman like us, we walk around the world, the one thing that cannot be denied, the privilege of a woman. We walk around the world knowing, whether consciously or subconsciously, that you can out cute your way out of stuff, you can out smash your way out of stuff, you can out slurp and hawk to your way out of stuff. You can do whatever because you're a woman, and the law protects you in that. Society protects you in that. When men are falling down, who can they smash and get help from in mass? I mean, now
Nobody. Cause men make more money than women anyway, regardless. Now you got some women who make more money than certain men. Like I said, key word, certain men. But most men who are on their grind and productive at a certain age, or a middle-aged man, nah, not always. They make more money than some of these youngsters who are in the progress or the process of trying to become, a man who has money and be productive. Yeah, they probably can then. But men who are in the upper middle class or whatever, or higher than that, you dig what I'm saying? Nah, y'all don't make much money, those dudes. We still make more money than y'all do. You know what I mean? So yeah, women have been taught from their own mothers that if you want to get something from a man or how to take advantage of a man, just give him some coochie. True.
nowadays, because y'all acting kind of strange, but in mass, like, that hasn't been the situation. So back to what we're saying though, I just don't understand this whole premise of not settling. What's wrong with settling? At the end of the day, the older we get, we like to say us settling, but we're not keeping in mind that someone else is settling to be with us. When you're at an age, it doesn't matter if you're still attractive, if you're still whatever. Someone's still settling because you're not a virgin more times than not. Somebody's already had you, if not many, however everybody's number is, whatever that is. Respect. The point.
Let me say this too. I don't care how good of a woman you are. You may be the greatest thing since sugar cane. You know what I mean? A great woman. But a virgin will always have more value than a woman who is good. I don't care if you're a woman who don't lie, who cured cancer, who cook meals. You're a traditional woman. You will always be below and beneath a traditionally minded virgin, a woman who has never been touched, a woman who has never had anything in her. You will always have lesser value than a virgin. And I say that to any woman who may still be a virgin. You have these women beat out by light years just because you are a virgin. That's priceless to a man, especially a man who seeks marriage. He don't want a woman that's already been imprinted upon by Pookie, Ray Ray, or Nook Nook, or a man that already been all up in her. But unfortunately, we have to kind of deal with women like that because almost everybody out here throwing it out there like that, right? But if you are still a virgin as a young lady, protect your womb, protect your coochie, protect yourself. Protecting your womb is protecting your mind, because a lot of these women who have given accessibility to random men have messed up their minds. Where do you think a trauma bond comes from? Majority of the time, they get these trauma bonds from bums who they slept with, who they gave their wombs up to. So if you want to protect your heart and your mind, you have to start with protecting your body. Don't give it out to everybody. Understand that your body is actually precious. Now, we don't talk about this enough, because all of the influences tell you what is precious is giving it up. From your Megan Thee Stallions, from your Sexy Reds, from everything you see, it tells you that there's no value in being a woman who is a virgin. That is a lie. Even for men too, it's good for you to be a virgin. I'm just being honest with you. These trauma bonds come to you by way of intercourse, by being physically intimate with a person. Think what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying, man. I ain't just making this up. Let's keep going.
We have to be thankful. And I just don't understand this pompous attitude as if we as black women aren't already taking so many L's. So many L's. Like I said, the least amount of wealth, the least amount of income. A lot of us, I don't know the exact numbers, but I know probably at least 30-40%, and that's being generous, of us black women make under $50,000 a year. And I know in mass a lot of that is black people, but I'm talking about us right now, because we're the ones with all the degrees, we're the ones starting all the businesses, we're the ones walking around claiming that we don't need a man and we don't need to settle. Well, let's be clear, men are helping us get through, whether you're in a relationship with them or not. A lot of women, every woman, I don't care if you got a business, guess what? You need black men. Because even if you, let's say you sell eyelashes, so your customers are predominantly, if not majority, if not all, women. You still need black men for that. Why? Where do you think a lot of the women are getting the money for the lashes? Black men. Whether it's directly as customers, whether it's somebody, just giving them the money, whatever. The point is, a lot of our lifestyles and our abilities and things that make us get us through our basic needs, our aesthetic needs, all that, a lot of it is funded a lot of times by black men, whether it's directly to you or maybe the customer that you're selling your lip gloss or whatever to. It's just the facts. It's just the facts. So we have to put respect on it. We're already, like I said, every other race is already killing it over us. Killing it in comparison to us. We're not doing as well. We're just not. We're suffering in all areas and drastically bad. We're the highest in a lot of STD rates. We ain't got no money in mass. And I don't care what you tell me about, who has this and who has that. Most black women ain't got no money. And even if you and the thing is, money ain't even.
Now, I know there's a lot of men that can testify to what she just said. A lot of modern day black women are broke as hell. They are broke as hell. They try to dress like they got money to make you think that they got money when they ain't got no money. Like I've said before, they go get a knockoff $10,000 Louis Vuitton purse. Look like a $10,000 purse. Only got 10 cents in the 10,000 looking purse. Think about what I'm saying, man.
What you tell me about, who has this and who has that, most black women ain't got no money. And even if you and the thing is, money ain't even just about income. This is my issue. You can have a job, right? You can make 6 figures, which ain't nothing in America. But if you think that's something, cool. Let's say you make 6 figures. Let's say you're one of the rare black women that make 6 figures. Guess what? A lot of time, have you maintained that 6-figure job for over 15, 20 years to where that's really your career, where you really built up a retirement portfolio, you really got benefits? A lot of us got jobs, ain't got no benefits. Even me, most of my jobs, I ain't never had no benefits. Thank goodness for legislation to where I was able to be on my parents' insurance till I was 27. But
think about how broke most of these women are. How they ain't got no money, but continuously say men gotta have money. This one was on her parents' insurance till she was 27. Almost 30 years old. I wonder how many more of these women are like this out there. Now, she's got a mind in the right place. I ain't got nothing really bad to say about her, about the things that she's saying. But just look at the thing that she did say till she was 27. 27. A lot of you women don't have health care. You don't have no dental insurance. You don't have no, like she said, job with good benefits. You really, if one emergency come to you financially, you're broke. Like I say, a tire can go out. It might cost you $200. That $200 gonna set you back. If your radiator go out, about $250 just for the part, I think, and you got to pay for labor. It may end up spending about $300 to $400 to get all that replaced or whatever it may be. Now you broke. You broke, and you don't need no man. Okay, I hear you.
Literally, there's so many areas where our life is suffering. Half of us can't even go to the doctor because we can't afford it. Half of us haven't gone to the dentist, all types of things. And it's like we're acting like we're okay just because we can afford some bundles. We can afford to look the part, and a lot of us ain't even doing that, but that's another conversation. But we're patching ourselves together through appearance and through identity politics. And we're acting like we're good. Like everything's all good. No, we're suffering. Even everything about the culture is built on struggle and ability to struggle and get through struggle. Like, it's not this, we're not doing this stuff because it's cool. We're doing it because we're broke, but we don't want to be honest that we're just broke. And we're taking L's. We're not feminine. We're not nice. Our men that could help us are going to other countries, understandably so. Understandably so. They're tired of our crap. They're tired of not being appreciated. They're tired of not being where they're celebrated and only being where they're tolerated, especially a lot of women want them. So a lot of us think that we can be stank and have bad attitudes and not look nice every time we walk out the house. Just the way that we move is just crazy. And we're in dire straits. And as usual, it's like there's so many things where I want to call it out in advance. We don't need to wait till things are unbearable, can't be done anything about it, it's all over. We can't wait till that. We have to address things while some of us can still be saved. Not everyone's gonna be saved. Not everyone's gonna make it. A lot of us ain't gonna make it. But those who want to listen and those who want to get on board and act right, I encourage you to, because it's not too late. It's never too late to be the kind of woman that you want to be. We all have past. I know I got, I've done.
This is where I disagree with her. That saying of it's never too late, that's a BS lie. Everything has an expiration date. Everything has a deadline. Okay? If you can age out of the dating game, okay? You can disqualify yourself from the dating game. Okay? If you 50-something years old, the chances of you getting someone that's in their 20s is over with. Yes, there are things in life that is too late. That's why you got to treat every moment as if it's an emergency. You got to live life with an urgency. You got to live life with a type of desperation, understanding like this might be my last breath today. This might be my last day. I may not wake up tomorrow morning. I got to do what I got to do today. So yeah, stop thinking that you got time. You don't have time. The type of time that they be talking about is an illusion. It's not real. Let's keep going.
Awful things. I've made mistakes just like any other human being. But you have to grow. You have to be better. And it's like I'm watching us die, like slowly, right in front of our eyes. And it's like we don't even see it. First of all, on another topic, why do people think that stuff like OnlyFans and stuff is women empowerment? Like, if males are your customers, I don't understand all these jobs where like you need men to actually buy your product, but then you think that's women empowerment and you don't need a man. Like, no, you need men. You need men to buy this stuff. And people are already feeling the like a lot of the economy is bad in a lot of areas because men ain't spending money in those areas. Men ain't at the strip club like they used to be. Men aren't as probably spending as much money on OnlyFans, on whatever, it's men that keep the world going, and black men are the only ones that want us like that. Like, I promise you, I'm not saying other races don't want us, but as far as wanting us for the right reasons and actually understanding us, only a black man can do that. And and historically, let's say you're one of those people who thinks that another race can do that. Okay, cool. There may be one or two exceptions if you want to argue that. Um, Even so, like, let's talk about the majority. Like, it's natural to be with your own race. It's just natural. It's it's what one should want to do, is be with their own. And the point is, black men are the only ones that can save us, and a lot of people just walking around acting like they're all good and then wanting somebody to save you later. Like, that's cool and everything, but if you are blessed to be saved, you need to be ready to settle. You need to be ready to settle, because
Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? Black women, black men are the only ones that can save you. I like how that sounds. Now, I'm all for interracial relationships before y'all start to say, I know some knucklehead gonna say, oh, he mean, no. I believe you should find love wherever it's at. I don't think love had no certain color, but I do like what she said when she said black women, only black men can save you. I'm gonna say that right now, because always that one dude. It's always that one woman who just takes shit and just makes stuff out, putting words in my mouth. Man. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this particular topic. I thought it was pretty interesting. And I'll be giving y'all a holler pretty soon. Y'all take it easy and y'all stay safe now. You hear?